Good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Monday morning message for the week of October 20th to 26th. Hopefully, you had a great MEA break. For those who went on vacation, hopefully, you got a little bit of rest before you were able to come back. And those who stuck around, hopefully, you were able to relax a little bit, get the things done that you needed to over MEA break, and hopefully, were able to add a little bit of fun in there too. Myself, I took 78th graders from the Cottage Grove Middle School to Washington, D.C., so we just got back yesterday, and now we're back at it this week. So a little bit tired today, but what a great trip. Now, for you this week, we're looking at our Growth and Change brochure. So we went through all the specific and details last week when we went on our Monday morning message, just for those people who wanted to get started early. But what you have is this. You have your textbook links right here. Now you have these topics that you're going to cover out of the textbook. So this is something that you have to access that textbook. You have to dig in that information, and then you're giving a good summary of what each of those events are telling us. And so there's not a lot of prior knowledge that a lot of people will pull from on this. They'll have some, but what they're doing is they're kind of just walking us through that unit, that lesson. And one of the things that we want to do is figure out how to do that. And so what we have set up is we have a couple options on how you're going to set it up. I would use Google Slides. If you use Canva, the big thing is just make sure that you have allowed me access to that link. Same thing with Google Slides too. I just have to have access to the link so that I can see your presentation. Now, the presentation that you're coming up with is covering those topics. So you have The Nation Expands, the War of 1812, Manifest Destiny, Mexican-American War, Effects of Expansion. Now, each one of those has a list of items that you're going to cover. And you're going to, if you have the Google slide, if you click on the one that I gave you, that template, you're going to see that it has some setups for you. So it has 3 on one side, has 2 on the other side, and then it has a cover page for you. And then you follow the instructions where you're going through here. And if, say, we're the War of 1812, you're going here, you go in Chapter 6, Section 4, Chapter 7, Section 1. Your job is to read those pages and then create this appealing content that summarizes the causes for the conflict, the war's first phase, the war's second phase, the end of the war and its effects, and then making sure that you have some key terms in there, some major events, and some individuals that were covered in that lesson in the textbook. Now, hopefully that makes sense. And each section kind of sets up like that. Now, your challenge for many of you is going to be able to fit that information into one slide. And so that's where I say you have to get a little bit of show a little bit of creativity to show how you're going to fit those in there, but also how you're going to explain those in a way that shows that you have some understanding of those events. So that's what you have this week, and you have the week to do it, so it's not too bad. Now, again, please make sure that you send me that link, and I put that as your last reminder. But honestly, a good idea is to just start right here at the top where it says day 1, start right there and just start checking each one off. Now, because it's a summative, it's in that 80% category, and this is one assignment where if you follow those instructions, you should do very, very well on it for the simple fact that it's all laid out for you. So as long as you're hitting each one of those steps, getting those, explaining those ideas, people, actions, events in your own words, then you're going to be good on this. Let me know if and when you have questions, or if you hit a kind of a place where you're stuck a little bit, and we'll work through that. Hopefully that helps. The other thing is this week, I'll be coming in on Wednesday, and I'll be at each school in the Media Center. So I'll be there 9 to 9:45 on Wednesday at Woodbury. I'll be 10 to 10:45 at Eastridge, and I'll be 11 to 11:45 at Park High School on Wednesday. Looking forward to working with you this week. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a good one.